lying on our back and just starting the session with deep breaths, diaphragmatic breathing, getting the air to fill the lungs all the way down, the belly to rise, expand, and relaxing any tension in the shoulders or the neck or wherever we might carry tension from what we were doing before. Release that and focus on the breath. Just take this moment to get into focusing in your body, sensations in your body, preparing your mind to be fully aware of movement and letting anything else go for the remaining part of this session. Okay, from here you can pull a leg up and pull it over you to the side so that you twist and then let your upper body follow and just roll to your belly. And you can be on your elbows or you can be more flat on the ground, doesn't matter. Just find the deep breath here, find the breathing of the belly going into the ground, just that sensation. Okay, and then we take the same leg and we pull it up and over, all the way back until we twist and come back to our back. We bring the other leg up and over and roll into the stomach. And the same leg goes up and over. One more per side at your own pace and keep breathing. See that you can remain having a calm breath. No need for extra tension here. Just getting started. When you're back on your back again, let's see what it's like to go with the arms first. So we take one arm and we reach over and then we'll let the legs follow. And when you're on your belly, you reach with the arm up and back, having a nice twist in your spine, just warming up the back. And then other side, same thing. And one more per side with the arm leading. This is like a nice self-massage for the back. Getting the body started. Okay, we're on our back and we can just bring our knees up and do a little rock with a rounded back so we come up to sitting. And we find this position of bent legs, a bent sit position, where the legs are bent, and we try to keep the spine upright so that we can look around and have a steady position. If we need, we bring the hands to support us in the behind us, no problem, just to find this upright position. From here we do the rocking again. We round the back, the lower back, and then rock back, just a slight rock, and find your way back up to a steady position. Use the hands on the knees to pull yourself into an upright position, or hands behind to find the upright position. Go a few times at your own pace. A smooth rocking motion, just a small rock to somewhere on the mid-back or the shoulder blade area, not all the way up to the neck. Just a smooth, small rock, and try to get it as effortless as possible, and then finding the position. Maybe looking around. Okay, we're going to change the position, so we go into the rock, and then when we come back, we go straight legs into a long sit position where we have a long legs in front of us. Same thing here. If it's hard to keep upright here, you might get hunched over from like the tension in the hips. Try to relax the quads, find your position upright here, and then find the rounded back and bring your knees up to the rock and here. And we reach a little bit forward here. So we got a little bit into the mobility of the back of the leg. And then rock, last time, and reach. Okay, bring one foot up or close to your bum to a bent long sit. This one is called in the vocabulary we use. So we change to the other side, bent long sit. And here, remember to breathe. Find your position, relax the shoulders and neck, trying to peel off any extra tension, and just putting the focus of the movement into the hips now, the spine, no shoulders or neck. Okay, last one. Good. We come back to the bent sit position, and from here we put the knees into the floor on one side and use the hand behind you to prop you up if you need to have this nice steady position, the upright position. And then with the arms behind, switch to the other side. And other side, we do a few switches side to side. If you want to use let go of the hands and just be using the hips. Try to keep your heels planted in the ground and let the movement come from the hip. And remember to keep breathing. Okay, from the next switch, we stop in this position and we reach around and then up, and support yourself with the hand behind and reach up and push your hips up and breathe here. And come back down, switch side, same thing, other side. Coming back, reaching up and pushing up. And come down. Okay. Bring the hips back to the other side and let yourself come back to this bent long sit position. We now have the hand closest to the straight leg into the ground, the flexed leg, foot pushing into the ground, and we'll lift from the hand and the foot here. We might even lift the straight leg off the ground if we can. And then set down with control, switch side, opposite hand and foot, open and come. Okay, one more time each side, just feeling the position here. Try to find your balance, pushing into the ground, shoulder away from the ear, nice position here of the arm and the shoulder. Okay, good. We go into the next position from here, which is a getting up from here, get up. So we push the hand and the foot. This is called a tripod get up, where we use 3 points of contact first, then we move the straight leg to behind us, in between the leg and the hand. We have 3 points of contact again, and we stand up. Okay. Come back down in the same way. Hand, foot on opposite side, push the leg through. Switch leg, hand, foot, opposite sides, leg goes through, standing up. Find your position, your balance here, where you want to be. If you want to be maybe a bit wider with the hand and the foot, or more narrow, more front, more back, you just find what works for you to become smooth and steady here. And remember the sequence here. It's always the hand of the straight leg and the opposite foot that supports us, and we pull the straight leg back. Same way down, opposite hand and foot, kicking the leg through. Nice. Okay, shake loose. Let's try this with a bit of momentum. Let's get a little bit more warmed up by doing the rocking. So we start with the bent long sit, we rock back, we switch, we put the hand down, and we come up as quickly as we're comfortable with. Rocking. Okay, try it. And you can do it with the rock or without if it's too much. To remember all the things with the rocking, just go side to side, but try to increase maybe your tempo a little bit. Or add the rocking in between to get even more dynamic. Good. Next time you're coming up, you stay up. Nice. We come hip width apart with the feet, and we're going to practice the hip hinge that we'll use in the deadlift of the objects later. Pushing, take your hands, put them in your hip, push your hip back with a straight back. And from here, stand up. Okay, so we try to have a slight bend in the knees and push the hip as far back as possible with a straight leg. Straight back. Straight back, hips go back. Okay. Let's add a little bit more here. So when we come down into the hip hinge, fully down, we use our hands to crawl into a foot hand position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, we're like a box, like a square box here. And then push the bum back and walk your hands back, come up to standing. Hip hinge, crawl out to the foot hand position. One more time back. Okay, last thing in this warm up, we crawl out to the foot hand position, and from here we let go of opposite hand and foot, and we do the transition just like we did getting up, but this time just switching from the foot hand crawl position to the inverted crawl position where we have our belly up, and the foot hand where we have our knees down. Always opposite foot and hand releasing from the ground, trying to get this smooth and controlled. Last one. Come back to the foot hand and use whatever way you like to get up. Rotate your wrists, shake loose any extra tension.